Yo, I'm going to be showing you how to use the Newton plugin. Basically just makes shit fall. To get started, you kind of need your shapes or text or whatever you use. I don't know. You can use text. For this example, I'm going to be using, shapes. So first, well, I don't know if this is what you need to do. Maybe there's like a different way, but this is usually what I do. I start off with a solid, and then I put position on it, and then I move it all the way down, but like just underneath the composition. And then I make another solid, and then with this one just on the right of the composition, and then again same process, make another solid on the left of the composition, just like that. That should be fine. So what this does basically is that it basically stops the shapes from falling through and bouncing on it instead. So after this, what you do is you have to obviously have the plugin installed. You go to composition, you go to Newton 4. Anyway, so what it does is that it opens this window, and yeah, so from here is where all the magic happened. What you first need to do is that you need to get all these solids, and you need to turn it from dynamic to static. So every single 3 of them from static, and what it does, that it basically just stays in place and it doesn't move, and it's also a solid, so it can't get, like, shapes can't pass through, or whatever is falling, it can't pass through. So now what you have is you have all of these as dynamic. So you have the square, the circle, the pentagon as dynamic, and what this allows it to do is basically just fall like that. So that's basically the main thing, but obviously we want to tweak it a little bit, make it more nice. What you can do is you can move the shapes in any sort of position, so it's off screen and then it bounces in like that. But obviously we want it to look a bit more, faster and also bouncier. To make it faster, what you need to do is you need to go into advanced, and you need to turn up the gravity scale. So let's just go to the start here, increase the gravity scale. This makes it drop down a whole lot faster, and you can do the same for the circle and for the pentagon, and make it drop down a whole lot faster. What you can also do is, if you go in general, you can increase the bounciness, which makes it more bouncy. So if we increase the bounciness to about 3 for all of these, what it does is maybe not that high. You can maybe do, like, I don't know, 0.5 for all of these, like that, and then we go back and then drop it. Yeah, that's a bit more normal. So you can obviously increase the bounciness with bounciness. That's basically what it does. And obviously you can also change the direction of where it bounces. Pretty self-explanatory. If you are messing with shapes and you run through and you have a problem, that happens pretty often, where when it lands and it kind of goes inside of each other. So for example here, let's say here it goes a bit inside of each other, as you can see. To fix it, you go onto solver and you increase the sub steps. So in this case we'll put it to 6, and this basically, see, it stops it from going inside of each other. Yeah, so that's basically it. And after you do that, you press render. Obviously depending on the amount of frames you got. So here we'll stop the animation at, we'll stop it at like 90 frames. And obviously if your composition, like your duration of composition, is pretty short, you're gonna have to increase the gravity scale so it drops quicker, so it matches the length of the composition. So in this case, the composition is pretty big, pretty long, so we're gonna change it to 93 frames. It ends there, and then we'll render that out. After it renders it out, what we can do is we can open a new comp, just so we can show you what's going on. And what it does is basically it creates a separate composition with the positions and everything already added. So in this case, as you can see, it's all here, and you can go inside of the comp, and what it does here is that all the rotations and the positions is done for you. I don't recommend messing with it because it can mess up the composition and really lag out your After Effects. But yeah, that's about it. Pretty simple but very nice. And also, if you guys want some more tutorials, just let me know. And yeah, hope you enjoyed. See you.